Not only do I have a life, I have all the life.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing Trelasarra Lifegain Brawl. This is green-white Lifegain with loads of Soul Sisters, by which I mean cards like Soul Warden, and Pridemates, cards like Ajani's Pridemate. The first deck I ever built in Magic for myself was a Pridemate deck, which meant that I had +1/+1 counters put onto my creatures by gaining life. Now we have Trelasarra, who is a legendary creature who isn't just a Pridemate in my terms, but also is a Scrydemate, because she scries for you when you gain life, which is awesome. So this deck is a bit of green-white good stuff, because how can I not? But it's also a life gain deck with creatures that grow and grow and grow, and hopefully take over the game. So I'm going to head into the queue and play a bit with Trelasarra. So my first opponent is running Dina Soul Steeper. She's all about gaining life as well, but she's more about draining life when you gain the life. Between the two of us, though, there's an infinite combo in their deck, and there is not one in mine. So Dina's Soul Steeper is an infinite combo with Exquisite Blood. Once you have it on the battlefield and your opponent either takes damage or you gain life, it sets off a combo between the two of them where they just keep on gaining and gaining and gaining life and draining and draining and draining you until you have no life left. This is the same combo that you oftentimes see with Veto. That's why Veto is also in their deck. It's a good one, though. I'm totally here for it, and I'm going to have to concentrate my removal, if I can find it, to take out Dina at that exact moment in the game when we see an Exquisite Blood. Also, Dina is non-targeting, right? Yep, she is not targeting. You're also able to fit in a lot of kind of green-black good stuff into the deck. Right now, Golgari has access to a lot of really strong removal, which is good for them and bad for me, because I have not very good removal, being a green-white deck. But you know what I do have? And I'm very proud of this. Horses. Crested Sunmare. Highly undervalued card by people who don't understand how much fun it is to have horse. So horse comes with morse. This is morse, more horse for your friends and family. Whenever you, during an end step, have gained life, you get a horse. Notably, this is not just on my end step. Oh, my dear opponent, you have played a creature which allows me to gain life off my Soul Warden, which gives me a horse. I also gain a little bit of extra life. And they're gonna leave, because it was too many horses. And I'm up against Frodo Snackins. Bravest little hobbit of them all? Guess so. Alright, so Frodo Snackins is running Extus Auric Overlord, which means there's going to be a lot of tokens and sacrificing happening on their side of the battlefield. And on my side. I have to be ready to say goodbye to my creatures quickly. They're not going to last for very long. Get them with the old hello! Maybe a little blown kiss. Mwah. Alright. You having fun over there, Extus? Well, while we wait for my opponent to connect to this match, let me read you a vocabulary word. Your vocabulary word is eloquent. The word itself is also quite eloquent. Persuasive and moving, especially in speech. The Gettysburg Address is moving not only because of its lofty sentiments, but because of its eloquent words. Synonyms include articulate, expressive, fluent, meaningful, significant, and smooth-spoken. And now my opponent's back! They were like, oh dang, y'all doing vocab? I love vocab! Here comes Lunarch Veteran. This will gain me some life when my creatures enter the battlefield. Also, comes back as a Luminous Phantom if it dies and I bring it back from the graveyard. Time for some life gain, some life gain. I could just get this Righteous Valkyrie out bright and early. Guess who's a cleric? Trelasarra's a cleric. And if I can get myself to 32 life, because it's 7 more than my starting life total, then Righteous Valkyrie will give me a huge boost. So let's go ahead and throw down Trelasarra. We want this to happen first, this to happen second. That way I gain more life, because it checks the toughness of the creature. God's willing. Nope. What I'm looking for is another white mana source. But I'm up to 30, and I don't think 32 will be that hard to hit. Elenda! Ooh, Elenda's scary. She's great. Creatures die, she grows, and eventually she goes pop, and she turns into a beautiful pile of tokens. I have a lot of choice of what I can do here. I'm going to go for life-linking, trampling Trelasarras. And here we go. 6 damage to the face, gain 5 life, get the buff from the Righteous Valkyrie, get to gain life, get the scry, lose a life, then off Fashion of Remembrance, and watch Elenda grow. Nice. Hey Elenda, how you doing? Not doing anything there. Okay, so they are a little bit short of getting the Blood Avatar out, but they may also be a deck that's more focused on the Extus side, though I don't think so because they haven't played any non-legendary creatures yet. Okay, I've got choices here, and my choice is to exile Elenda. If she's exiled, she does not make little vampires. It's possible they have something like Deadly Dispute or Village Rites to sacrifice with, but if they don't have it here, this puts me in a really good spot. Deadly Dispute. Okay, so that's going to give them 2 vampires. I lose a life. They gain a life. Now they're able to make me sacrifice, but I have good sacrificeables, so I'm not that scared of it. And we scry. Arctic Trade. You know what? It's slow, but it is more mana. And I would like more mana right now, so I'm going to swing in with everybody. Come on, kids, get in here. Teferi's Protection. Their life total can't change. This doesn't do anything with... Doesn't do anything with protection. It's just hexproof. That's alright. And it's Liliana! Liliana can either make a token or make me sacrifice 2 things. Oh, okay. Or just draw a card off a token dying. That's cool too. You may as well get your damage in. It gains them 2 extra life, deals an extra damage to me. And I'm going to say goodbye to the Skyclave Apparition and the Lunarch Veteran. But things are happening. And one of those things is me playing the Lunarch Veteran and Ajani's Pridemate. I played them in the wrong order. You know what? That's fine. Missed out on a life gain trigger. I'm going to swing one of these at Liliana and then put most of the damage towards their face. Current status, 42 life.
This was unpleasant.
Feeling good. Ajani. Nah, not Ajani time. They have 6 mana. It's not enough to do too much, but it is enough to play a board wipe. There's, in their colors, access to pretty much every single board wipe. If they have one in hand, I just have to say goodbye to my creatures. I will wave farewell. Oh, hey, that's not a board wipe. That's Terror of the Peaks. I'm here for that. So, because they played Terror of the Peaks, I think I'm going to do something kind of silly. I was going to Bossry, -2 Bossry, swinging with everything, and then they'd be hella dead. I'm here for them being hella dead. That's GG to our Extus friend. My opponent's name is Pocket Jaces. It's not Pocket Aces, it's Pocket Jaces. They have Jaces their avatar too. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good, opponent. So my opponent is running Thassa as their commander, which means that they are mono blue blink. Likely have access to all of the bounce cards, the cards that like enter the battlefield and make my opponent have a card go back into hand. Could be a fun match. Let's find out. Also, lots of counter spells. Typically, mono blue, there's just like not enough stuff to build fully around a theme in Arena. So you end up with not just enter the battlefield effects, things like this, but you end up with just, oh yeah, counter spells are strong. They are really good at leveling playing grounds. And I'm gonna be really aggressive here and actually kill this Frost Augur. I think it's time for me to throw down Shalai, protect my face and a lot of my cards from those bounce spells I was just talking about. And is it time for Thassa? Thassa also has the ability to tap down creatures. Costs 4 mana. It's a very expensive ability, but it's pretty good. Oh no, she came back tapped! And gained me life. So I think it's almost time for me to attempt to get more horse. I do not have a way to gain life on this turn. So I'd just be setting up the Crested Sunmare. But I think that's totally legit. I love Crested Sunmare. By the way, there's also a lot of cards in blue that target opponents. Shalai, protect me from all mass bounce spells, please. At least the ones that target my creatures or my face. Gadwick, the Wizened! It is he who taps things down. And thank you very much, opponent, for playing a creature. Them playing a creature means I gained a life, which means that we're about to have more horse. More and more and more and more horse. And we win! Good game, opponent. That's 2 horse-related victories today. This hand has ways to gain life. It has payoff for gaining life. And it has the all-purpose utility tool, Knight of Autumn. That's a keep. Inikibi. We're probably up against Grixis Control. It might also be Grixis Dragons. I've run into that before. And behold, Trelasarra. And they're ramping and fixing. And killing my commander. Yeah, that's legit. That's legit. I'm taking vengeance, though. You dare kill my commander? I'm undoing your ramp and fixing. Eat it, Nicol Bolas. What are you gonna do on 2 mana? Oh god, play another land. That's what they're going to do. And a duress. They can hit either of these. I was gonna say, like, if they hit Vivien, then it can potentially come back with the Elspeth Conqueror's Death. I'm gonna play Righteous Valkyrie here. In we go! Valky, God of Lies. Who are you gonna exile from my hand? Heliod or Pridemate? Oh, that's gonna get weird. That's gonna get funky. Okie dokie. Trelasarra. They can turn this into a 5/5, but it stops being a creature, which gets weird. Like, it will be Heliod, and they can generate white mana, as things are right now. That makes this a good hit. So Skyclave Apparition gives me a way to get rid of Valki, or Heliod, or Nicol Bolas. Really lots of choices here. Are you gonna do it? Are you going to turn Valki into a lie? Weird that you do it now, but alright. Heliod. I don't think they're gonna get to 5 devotion. I just really don't. Oh, hey, Narset. They could have done something cool, like block and then turn him into Heliod so the damage doesn't go through. That would be neat. He would be removed as a blocker, but no damage would happen. Alright, and it is Skyclave time. Out of here. Fake Heliod. This also gives me my Heliod back, which I like. I like it a lot. And I have lots of devotion. I'm so devout. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white pips. 7 once this dude's out here. Behold, a god! Boop. Are you a cleric? Oh my gosh, Mangara's a cleric. You know, if I had played Mangara, I would have gotten the buff off the Righteous Valkyrie. Thank you! No, I'd like a land at this point. I think it would have been lethal. Nice. Well, except they had a Doomblade. Still cool. Aww, my critters! Alright, come back here, Trelasarra. Get out here, Mangara! A way to punish my opponent for playing multiple spells in a turn. Also, it's a lifelinking attacker. Good for Heliod. That's a really good card for white. Kind of like a generically good card. A little bit of prison going on. I'd love to have a copy of Mangara for paper. Probably throw that in the SRAM. Wait a minute. I think I have a Mangara in my SRAM deck. It's been so long since I've played SRAM. So Nicol Bolas comes out, and I do have to discard a card. I'm going to drop Ajani's Pridemate, because it's just, you know, fine. What's this? They've conceded. We win! Survived a board wipe and came back to beat 'em up. Way to go, Lifegain. Land, 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 land. Angel, angel. Human with pointy ears. Let's keep this. I'm up against Storev Devkaren Lich. This is a card which is like... She's a good beater. But I've never really gotten anything to work out that well for me when I'm playing a Storev deck. And I did used to try to play Storev. I tried to build Storev Brawl back in the day, before we even had Historic Brawl as a format. Possibly before we even had Historic as a format. Wow. It's been so long. Alright, well, here comes Conclave Mentor. Ma'am. Oh, I should also say what Storev does. So, Storev is a 5/4 trampler. Puts creatures or planeswalkers from your graveyard back into your hand. Yep. Kind of simple. Part of what's so nice about its design. Ooh, what do I want? Let's go for the Augur of Autumn here. No, Righteous Valkyrie. No, Augur. You know what? I'm going Righteous Valkyrie. They had this 2-mana ramp here, which is great for them because it means they're going to be able to deal damage to me next turn. I'm probably not going to double block this unless they tap out first. There's currently also no creatures in their graveyard, so there's nothing to return. I just take 5 damage, and I'm a life gain deck, so like... Yay! 5 damage! Ooh! They're tutoring. They get to select any card in their library and put it into their hand. What do they get? Maybe the like 1-drop cleric that if you get in your graveyard, bring it back, gives you 5/5. That's pretty nice with Storev. But I really don't know what would get played right here. Angel time? Angel time. So this only gains me 3 life, and I need 4 or 5. No, I need 5 to trigger this. So I don't get the angel. I only gained 4 life total. Heal back up to 24. They're now at 21. Llanowar Elf. Hey, sup? How you doing, Llanowar Elf? Continue to not block because Storev doesn't scare me. What is Storev petting? I believe this is a reanimated worm. Oh. Worm. Heliod, come on out here. Looking good. Let's get Trelasarra up and running. Put +1/+1 counters aplenty on all my critters. And we get double the +1/+1 counters thanks to Conclave Mentor. Now, if they wanted to there, they could have chump blocked with their Llanowar Elves and then brought it back. But they would need to attack through Heliod, which is not an easy feat. He is indestructible. Before Trelasarra came out, I used to run into a lot of Heliod. Sure. Well, that was a board wipe. That's not gonna stop me. Absolutely not gonna stop me. Trustani, come on out here. Fill up my board with wee little 2/2s. They're 1/1s that are getting +1/+1. I love Tristani. Oh, but another board wipe. 2 in a row. Okay. Let's go Sanctifier first. Give lifelink to the Twinblade Paladin. And I'll just play the Twinblade Paladin out. Feels like a strong move to me. An Ally of Devastation for X = 4. 4-drop could get them Ravenous Chupacabra, which I think is a very strong card to use with Storev. Hey, I got it right! Love it when I know what my opponent's playing. Okay, here comes Augur of Autumn. That's a land on top, and then another land. Here comes Trelasarra. Get all my Pridemates out and running. Swing in with the Leonin Sanctifier. They trade. That's fine. I gain some life. That's cool. I'm gonna actually scooch that land off the top. Arcane Signet. Now, Storev has to hit me to bring that back, or they have to play a reanimation spell, which I assume they probably have in their library. They exiled Tristani. Aww. And they use some of that fabled black-green removal that's just so strong. Okay, fine. No, I'm just gonna play Trelasarra again. Come back out here. And she's back. Zax oof. Hanging with these homies. Authority to the Consuls gets me 1 more devotion, and Catilda gets me 2 more. Heliod returns. Also, this gave me a devotion, or not devotion, it gave me a coven, which lets me play off the top of my library. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Here we go. Unload that deck. Get these life gain triggers. feeling ever so strong and powerful. And I'll just chill. Reclamation Sage can destroy authority of the Consuls. I still gain a life. That feels nice. 4 more +1/+1 counters on my beautiful creatures. And what are they going to do? They're going to lose. Good game, opponent, and GG. There we go. We've played a whole bunch of matches with our lovely Lifegain deck, and I hope you enjoyed them. As always, if you'd like to watch these being recorded live, you should join my stream at twitch.tv/Amazonian. I hope to see you there. Bye!